Allow soap calc to always calculate your caustic, amount of caustic and water for you. All you need to do is to measure out your oil. Now, using this palm oil, bleach palm oil, I first of all calculated how many grams of oil do I have. I have 100. Now I will stop. I will go to soap calc. I have taught you how to go to soap calc and make use of this recipe calculator. Click on the recipe calculator. When you click on it, look at it now. This one on blue tick is sodium hydroxide. That is the normal caustic we use for bar soap. Now, this one I'm using grams because my measurement is in grams. So I take the grams and I put in 100 because that is the amount of my palm oil, my bleached palm oil. So that amount of your oil, whatever oil you're using, put in the total oil. If you're using different oils, all the total, measure them and put it there. Now go to this oils, fats and waxes and put in the types of oil you're using. But for me here, I'm using only palm oil, so I will just go and tick palm oil. If I'm using other oils, I will go and select all of them. I will now, it will show me where I will put the percentage of oils I'm putting. So palm oil, I'm using 100%. So I've clicked it. I will go to my right hand side, scroll to my right hand side and click on add. I have added the palm oil and then it is asking me how many percentage. I will say it's 100% since it is only one oil that I'm using. This 100 I'm putting here is not the amount of the grams, is the percentage, total sum of oil I'm using for palm oil is 100%. Then I will now click calculate recipe and then view and print recipe. So it has calculated my recipe for me, given me 38 grams of water and 13.48 grams of caustic. That's what I'm going to use because it's a very small bar. So any amount you want to use, just follow this step. It's very easy. Some of you keep coming back to ask questions. That is because you've not been following the teachings. Now all I need to do is go and measure. I will go and measure out the grams of water it has given me. It gave me 38 grams of water. Now this is stress-free. You only know the amount of your oils. So look at it. I have measured out my water, 38 grams. I remove it and measure out my caustic. It gave me 13.48. So I'm going to make it 14 grams. Since it gave me 13.48, I will just add it up to make it round figure. 14 grams. So this is 15. I will reduce it until it will become 14. That's all. Then after doing that, I will just look at it now. It is 14 now. Everything is ready. Soap making is easy, very easy. So now I will just use that water to dissolve this caustic. Please don't pour water into caustic. Always add your caustic to your water like what I'm doing here. So I added it. I will stir it and allow it to cool down. Okay, I will just stir it and allow it to cool down. Everything is ready. Very simple. Some of you will not listen. It is good for you to listen. These are the basics of soap making. So I prefer adding my fragrance to my oils. I just added fragrance. You know, it's just 1 bar of soap just for teaching. So I just added my lye. That is the mixture of caustic and water. And then the soap, I'm making the soap already. Now this soap is very perfect. It will not itch the skin. The only thing you have to allow it to go through the saponification process. Okay, just allow it to go through that is, it must sit for at least 4 to 6 weeks so that the caustic will die out of the soup. So this is it. Have you seen it? Everything is perfect. Though you know oil hardens quickly. It's not like other oils. Otherwise, sometimes you make soap, you will see it somehow watery. especially when you're mixing it with soft oils like olive oil and other oils. So I just added it to my mold. You have to be fast so that it will not harden up more than this. But you can see a smooth paste here. That is because I use the correct recipe. So soap making is very easy. For those of you watching on Facebook, I might divide this video into two because it will be too long for Facebook. It's about 6 minutes video. So the next day now, look at the soap. It's ready. It's ready. There's nothing wrong with this soap. It's a very clean bar soap. It does not itch the body. So let's test for leather. Some of you think that if you don't add all those things you used to add, the soap will not lather. It will lather very well. It will lather very well. Those things, you don't need them. I understand that oil is very expensive. That's why people are adding much water, all those things to increase the volume of the water. But always buy in bulk. So thank you for watching. See you in my next video.